Okay, my Math 3 scholars, we're going to look at a few more examples. I wanted to give you some more examples of the volume and surface area of a sphere. So what I'm going to do, I have it up here at the top, but I'm going to write it right here so you guys can see. So the volume is 4/3 pi r cubed, and our surface area is 4 pi r squared. Okay, so I wrote those on there for us to have readily available there for us. Okay, so if we're looking at number 3, it says find the volume and surface area of each sphere. So let's start with volume of this one. Okay, we know that volume is 4/3 pi r cubed. Now I'm given my 10 centimeters, then this is my r. So my r is 10 centimeters here. Now, when we fill our radius in, this is going to be 4/3 pi, and then we're putting in a 10 for the radius, and then it becomes a calculator problem. So we're going to key in 4/3 times pi times 10 cubed. Okay, we get 4,188.79. So this is 4,188.79. And again, it's centimeters cubed because we're dealing with volume. So that's one of our answers. Okay, let's look at surface area, which is 4 pi r squared. Okay, we know that our r is 10, so surface area is going to be 4 times pi times 10 squared. Okay, and then it becomes a calculator problem. So we're going to put in 4 pi and then 10 squared. Okay, we get 1,256.64. That's going to round up since that's a 7. So this is going to be 1,256.64 centimeters squared. Remember, surface area, when you square it, that's going to make your centimeters squared. Over here we cubed, so it made our volume cubed. Okay? All right, let's look at number 4. This time they give us the diameter. So that means that we have to divide this 32 in half. So half of 32 is going to be 16. So our r here is equal to 16. And again, we get that by taking 32 and dividing it by 2 to give us that 16. All right, so for our volume, it's 4/3 pi r cubed. And since that's written right there, I'm not going to write it again. So we've got 4/3 pi, and then r is 16, and that's going to be cubed. All right, so it becomes a calculator problem here. So we're going to key in 4/3 times pi times 16 cubed. All right, we get 17,157.28 centimeters cubed. Okay, that's our volume. All right, let's look at our surface area. I have surface area written right here, so I'm not going to write it again. It's going to be 4 pi, and then our r is 16 squared. So we're going to key that in the calculator. 4 pi times 16 squared. Okay, we get our surface area is 3,216.9. So actually, I'm going to write that as 3,217 because that 0.99 would round to 217. And this is going to be centimeters squared this time. So this is our surface area. So our surface area equals 3,217 centimeters squared. Notice again, your volume is cubed, your surface area is squared. Okay, let's do one more example. Now this time they don't give us a diagram. Given the surface area of a sphere is 900 pi inches squared, find the volume. Okay, so we know that surface area, this is what they give us. They give us the surface area, and it's 900 pi. So the surface area we know is 4 pi r squared. But they're telling us that the actual surface area is 900 pi. So that's going to equal 4 pi r squared. Now, in order to solve for r here, we're going to divide both sides by 4 pi. That cancels here. Your pi's will cancel here, so you're just dividing 900 divided by 4, which you can do on the calculator. So 900 divided by 4, that's 225. So we get 225 equals r squared. Now you need r, not r squared. So in order to isolate that to an r, we take the square root of both sides. So we're going to square root 225. And that gives us 15. So we get r equals 15. Now the reason I needed to find that radius is because it asked me to find the volume. So I know that volume is 4/3 pi r cubed. So I needed that radius in order to fill it in over here. So this is going to be 4/3 pi times 15 cubed. All right, this is a calculator problem, so let's key it in here. 4/3 times pi, oops, I put the wrong number there. Sorry, guys. Pi, and then 15 cubed. All right, that gives us 14,137.17. Since that's a 6 there, that'll round that 6 to a 7. So this is going to be inches cubed. So this here is our final answer. All right, guys, as always, if you have questions, let me know.